Hello everybody, it's Christine. It is Sunday, so it is Scraplift Crafternoon, and I have a mess because I've already been picking stuff out. This is our original. It's by Cards by Melissa Miner, and she's got this 3 photos here with some paper layers going on. This is I believe this is a Vicky Boutin collection, because for some reason, I don't know if it's the butterflies. I could be wrong. I think it's this right here. Unless you just happen to pull this right here, looks very Vicky Boutin-y. She does have some cool, like a mixed font title in a way, like acrylics. I went looking. I didn't have any acrylics. It made sense with my topic. But I did find this little wood veneer from Color Cast Designs. So I may be coloring that. I hope that works. And she's got like a white cardstock because she's got multimedia. I always do that. Mixed media. And she's framed it. So I'm going to be doing that. I'm not going to probably have butterflies. We'll see what I end up with. A little journaling spot down here. There's actually a circular element here. So what I pulled out, I have these pictures of my husband. I got him a, what is this called? I called it a power sprayer. It's like, you know, you squirts the water and it cleans stuff. And he was very excited. He wanted to open it up and use it right away. So that was so cute. I took pictures of him. So that was his birthday present. I have not pulled out my inks yet. I was looking at this. I've got Legendary by Paige Evans. I almost pulled out a Vicky, but I thought, no, this Legendary is kind of, in my mind, a little bit boyish. So I've got a piece of white cardstock. And I went through the 6x8 pad and pulled out these pieces because I think they'll work as the layers. And I'm going to set that aside. I will need to pick a piece to frame my white, but I'll set that aside. And then I have all these little goodies here, so we'll see what I end up with. I don't think I really need one of these long pieces. Just because there's not really shown there. We just got a little banner, so I'm not going to probably end up using that. And I'll go through the papers. I don't know yet what I'm going to do. And I think, like I said, I'm going to use this. I got to figure out what color, though. I got to go through here. Well, this is probably the best option here. And find me a... Is there 2 colors? She's got pink and maybe a little yellow. So what if I went with, I don't know. We could go with the red. That's usually, I've used this, I think I've used ink with this collection before. And I think it was this, aged mahogany maybe? That's close. I have a fired brick. That's a little lighter than this. I almost like that better. No, it could be either, couldn't it? Okay. And then she's got a yellow on here. There's this color here. Is that going to be... that's kind of a greeny yellow, isn't it? Do I have like a Shabby Shutters? Is that one that's going to work? Oop, that looks pretty good. Crushed olive. Okay. I'm kind of thinking, do I do crushed olive and that one? Whatever that was. Aged mahogany. Why not? We'll try that. So, crushed olive, aged mahogany. It's on the little darker side for my collection here, but that's okay. All right, let me go grab that ink. I've already matted my photos on white cardstock. I was trying to be ahead here. Also, I need to scuff the edges. So, let me go grab my ink, and I'll be back. Okay, quick check-in. I just want to show you. I decided to pull out this green and, I don't know, yellowy green color with the little blue flowers as the frame. Because my husband's got like, well, there's like green grass and this kind of stuff. So I thought that could be really, this grass right here is almost the same color as that with that lighting there. And then, so I like that. And then the vertical strap she's got, I'm going to have that going across. This is kind of the taking place of her little polka dot. And this will end up being the part that's the blue. I also found this piece here. I'm going to have to use it. I don't know exactly yet. Maybe down here because it says work hard and be nice. And that's so cute. I just love that. So, and I got my inks over here. Okay, let me get busy and we'll be back in a second. Why, yes, we do have a cat bottom in our video. So Flint had made his way up here. No, I don't think he was here at this time. She was just playing, y'all. She was just playing. I couldn't get her to settle down. I did finally just kind of encourage her to get down. So here's my inks. I'm going to do the aged mahogany first. And I've got a piece of packaging. I actually intentionally crumpled it, by the way. It was a actually pretty normal looking package and I just crumpled it all up. And so I've done my little packaging technique. The sad part is you can't hardly see any of it when the layout's done. Anyways, I did that, and then now I've got the, oh shoot, I forgot what the other color was. It was the greenish one, greeny yellowy one. Oh shoot, I'd have to go back and watch my own video, and I'm not going to do that right this second. So I'm just going to sprinkle this one. I didn't do the packaging technique because it looked to me like she had just sprinkled her little yellow bits. And so I, got my water, and I've done my little sprinkle bits here. And I'm happy with how this turns out. On the left side, you can see where I have gutted that blue-green paper there, so it's a frame. And truthfully, I don't know that I should have because I'm going to have extra paper. But I like this collection, so I'm okay with that. I glued it all down. I will say I kind of fought it. Sometimes with these frames, I don't know. I get it on there crooked, and it fights me a little bit. So it's a little bit, I don't know, probably a little wrinkled, but it's okay. I'm going to go ahead and start scuffing my papers here. I got this vertical stripe, which is similar to what she had going on. I think my shapes are, she probably had 12 by 12 she cut up. So mine are slightly different. I will actually cut this little green check box here. I'll actually cut it in half, and then ultimately I'm going to tell you I don't think it would have mattered. I thought I was going to have to stretch it, and I think once I start gluing it down, I really didn't. This circle paper here, I started to not cut it, and in fact, I'll dry fit everything, I think. See, there's where I cut that. But I'll actually end up coming back in and cutting the edges off that paper there because I thought it looked, it wasn't giving me the right edges or something like that. It just felt too big. So I'll come back in a minute. I may do it now. I'm not really sure. Yeah, here I'm kind of messing with this. I'm going, I think this is now maybe where I cut off the outside edges. So I have like half circles, and I'll kind of make that work anyway. Yeah, that's how I do that. I think that looks good. That looks okay. Yeah, again, I'm scuffing all the edges because she had scuffed her edges, made it look a little bit rough. My yellow plaid is going to become the arrows. You can see that yellow plaid laying there. I use hardly any of that. And then I cut the little banner in half, thinking I was going to be able to see a few more bits, but somehow my photo block, it looks a little wider or something. I don't really know what I've done. I'll go ahead and make this into the little banners, and I'll scuff the edges of it and put that behind. I think I actually go off camera to glue everything together. It takes me a minute because I don't want to lose my placements and stuff, so I'll mess with that. I'll tell you real quickly while I'm putting this stuff together. So yeah, my husband's birthday was last week, and he had been asking for some time, I don't know how long. He gets in his mind sometimes these particular little tools or whatever he wants. I say little tools. He just gets something in his mind he really wants, and he's been carrying on about this power sprayer now for probably several months, I guess, 3 months, something like that. He'll notice like I guess he was looking at the house eaves or something, and he thought they looked, kind of dirty, which they were. I mean, it's a house, and things age and get dirty or whatever. They actually had power sprayed the house before we bought it. So I think just, rain and dirt and everything. And he got it in his mind. He kind of wanted a power spray, and he'd been carrying on about it. And so I got him one for his birthday, and I was actually kind of pleased. I think I got it for less than $200. It was a 3,000 PSI, y'all. And he was so excited. It had 4 nozzles. I think he used a couple the other day. He said there was one that was like narrow or something, and then there was a little bit wider one. I don't think he used like the soap one or something. I don't know. He had multiple little nozzles, and he was playing with it. And we were supposed to go to the trampoline park. My daughter had, suggested we go to the trampoline park because he likes doing that for his birthday. And he played with his little power sprayer so long that we didn't have time. So we just ended up with sushi, which was good. Don't get me wrong. We had a really good day. He was so happy because he was playing with that. And Seth and I was organizing some shelves and pulling stuff out of the garage and straightening up. And he was just so happy that it all looks so neat and orderly. He's very much he loves to see the fruits of his labor is what he likes to say. Where, at the end of the day, he likes to see what we've got done. Honestly, I don't really get to get in my scrapbook room at all on the weekends just because there's too much going on. Usually Saturdays is a chore day, and our church is really, we don't get home till probably 1:30ish, and groceries show up around 2ish, and then usually there's something going on. We've got to get, meal prepped or whatever, so it just seems like I don't really get much crafty time on the weekends. So why did I just start carrying on about that? I totally forgot. Could not tell you. I guess because of all these chores and stuff. Anyways, so we got all that down. I got all that down. I had gone through the ephemera pieces, and there was like the little baggie of like labels or journaling spots or whatever. And I pulled out this circle here because there was a circle bit down the lower left. And I found a bag up there that said it's a good day. And then there's like a little flip deal that says doing my best. I thought those were cute. And then there's a little bit down the lower right that says too good not to share. And I did find a little chipboard circle that says little joys, big memories. And I thought that was really cute. And then what she had that banner, I'm going to actually introduce off the chipboard another little element there. I think I'm going to pull the stars off. I don't know if I've done it yet. Nope, I'm pulling off the little circle that says little joys, big memories. And I started to color the Freaking Awesome, but honestly, I thought it looked really good as a wood veneer. Like I said, I could have colored it in, but honestly, after I added that, and then I'll add that the little bag up there was kind of a neutral color. I like the contrast of the neutral kind of wood veneer color to all these colors going on. So I left it that way on purpose. Oh, here's my little legendary moments. I'm going to use that as a little journaling spot, basically to speak to getting his little power sprayer there. And let's see, I do put a little bit of foam up underneath the top of the little bag handles and the little doing my best thing. I put the little thin foam squares, and I'll also put it under the legendary tag just a little bit. And then I'll put a little bit under a couple other little pieces of paper that just were kind of naturally curling up. There's where I think I'm getting the stars. Did I do that? I think so. Where she had that banner, I put those stars. And then on the legendary tag up there, of course, I got those little holes. And you could put brads or you could put string, whatever. I decided to pull these little neutral colored enamel dots. I actually grabbed the wrong size the second time. The first one I did fine. I grabbed the wrong size. I have to change it out. But I thought that went again with the title because it's that neutral color and the little bag. So I thought this looks really cute. There's me picking the wrong size. And I go, oh, shoot. No, that's the right size. Sorry, I fixed it already. But that's my layout, you guys. I think this turned out so cute. I showed it to my husband. He goes, oh, that's so cool. So yeah, this was fun. I enjoyed this. I was able to document my husband's birthday. So thank you so much, Miss Melissa, for the inspiration. Don't forget to check out the playlist below. Everybody that's playing along will be on there. And yeah, don't forget to do the like and subscribe. If you say hello, I'll say hello back. And we'll see you next time. Bye.